Cast your burden on the Lord, and He shall sustain you is a powerful biblical verse that encapsulates a profound message of faith, trust, and divine support. This phrase is derived from Psalm 55:22, which reads, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved," NKJV. The verse is a source of comfort and reassurance for those facing life's challenges, encouraging them to turn to God in times of trouble. At its core, this verse teaches believers to relinquish their worries, anxieties, and burdens to God. The act of casting one's burdens on the Lord implies a conscious decision to entrust one's cares and concerns to a higher power. It signifies a surrender of control and a recognition that God, as the ultimate source of strength and wisdom, is capable of sustaining and upholding those who place their trust in Him. The concept of casting burdens on the Lord is not a call to passivity or indifference. Rather, it's an invitation to engage in a deep and trusting relationship with the divine. It acknowledges that human limitations and vulnerabilities can be overwhelming, but through faith, individuals can find solace and strength in a transcendent and loving God. One key aspect of this verse is the promise of sustenance. The assurance that God will sustain those who cast their burdens upon Him brings hope and confidence. It suggests that divine support is not just a one-time occurrence, but an ongoing process, a continuous provision of strength and assistance. This sustenance is not limited to physical needs, but extends to emotional, spiritual, and mental well-being. The idea of God sustaining believers is rooted in the biblical understanding of God as a caring and nurturing shepherd. In Psalm 23, another well-known passage, the Lord is portrayed as a shepherd who provides for, protects, and guides His sheep. This imagery reinforces the notion that God's sustenance is not merely a distant or abstract concept, but a personal and intimate involvement in the lives of those who trust in Him. The promise in Psalm 55:22 is further amplified by the conviction that God will not permit the righteous to be moved. This implies a divine commitment to safeguarding the faithful from circumstances that could shake their foundations. While it doesn't guarantee a life free from challenges, it assures believers that their core identity and spiritual standing will remain secure in God's unfailing love. Interpreting this verse also involves understanding the broader biblical context. The Psalms in particular are a collection of poetic expressions encompassing a wide range of human experiences: joy, sorrow, praise, lament, and trust. Psalm 55, from which this verse originates, is attributed to David and reflects his anguish and betrayal by a close friend. In the midst of such turmoil, the call to cast burdens on the Lord becomes a powerful testimony of David's faith in God's ability to sustain him even in the face of betrayal and adversity. The application of this verse extends beyond the specific challenges faced by individuals in biblical times. It resonates with people in various cultures and contexts, offering a universal message of hope and reliance on a higher power. The idea of casting burdens on the Lord has been a source of strength for countless individuals throughout history, providing comfort in times of personal crisis, societal upheaval, or existential questioning. In Christian theology, the teachings of Jesus further reinforce the principle of trusting God with life's burdens. In the New Testament, Jesus invites people to come to Him with their heavy loads, promising rest for their souls. Matthew 11:28-30. This aligns with the essence of Psalm 55:22, emphasizing a relational and transformative aspect of faith, where burdens are not merely discarded but exchanged for a yoke that is easy and a burden that is light. The practical implications of casting burdens on the Lord are seen in the lives of believers who draw strength from their faith. This may manifest in prayer, meditation, seeking guidance from sacred texts, and finding support within a faith community. The act of casting burdens on the Lord becomes a dynamic and lived experience, shaping how individuals navigate challenges, make decisions, and find purpose and meaning in their lives. However, it's essential to acknowledge the diversity of beliefs and interpretations within the broader religious landscape. While this verse holds significant meaning for many Christians, similar concepts of trust, surrender, and seeking divine support are found in various religious traditions. The universality of grappling with burdens and seeking spiritual solace transcends specific religious boundaries, reflecting a shared human longing for meaning and connection beyond the material realm. Casting burdens on the Lord represents more than a mere transfer of problems. It embodies the dynamic nature of faith. It's an active, intentional choice to trust in God's providence and to surrender control. This principle underscores the essence of an ongoing relationship with the divine, emphasizing that faith is not a static belief but a living, evolving connection with a higher power. The act of casting burdens becomes a dialogue with the divine, a recognition that God is intimately involved in the intricacies of human existence. This dynamic aspect of faith is evident in the idea that believers are not left alone to navigate life's challenges. Rather, they are invited to actively participate in the process of their own transformation. Faith, in this sense, is a journey of growth and refinement, where the burdens cast on the Lord become opportunities for spiritual development and a deeper understanding of God's sustaining power. Beyond its individual application, the directive to cast burdens on the Lord resonates profoundly in communal and familial settings. Families, congregations, and communities draw strength from a shared faith, collectively casting their burdens on the Lord. This communal dimension reinforces the idea that the sustaining power of God is not limited to isolated believers, but extends to the broader network of relationships. In times of crisis, this shared reliance on divine sustenance fosters a sense of unity, empathy, and mutual support. Moreover, the communal expression of this principle finds resonance in the rich tapestry of religious rituals, communal prayers, and acts of worship. These shared practices create spaces for individuals to collectively cast their burdens, finding solace in the shared acknowledgement of a higher power that sustains and unites them. In conclusion, the directive to cast your burden on the Lord, and He shall sustain you, encapsulates a timeless and cross-cultural message of faith, trust, and divine support. Rooted in the biblical Psalms, this verse has resonated with believers for centuries, offering comfort and hope in the face of life's challenges. It encourages a profound relationship with a caring and sustaining God, fostering a sense of security and assurance that extends beyond the uncertainties of the human experience. Whether in moments of personal struggle or global crises, the invitation to cast burdens on the Lord remains a source of strength and resilience for those who embrace it. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. May you find strength in casting your burdens on the Lord and experiencing the sustaining power that transcends the challenges of life. Subscribe, share, and continue on your journey of faith and resilience.